You tuned in to the world famous Wake Up Show. I am DJ King Tech. Still got my man Tech 9 in the building. Those were two classics right there, man.
Wow, man.
I know you've made thousands and thousands of joints since then, man.
Yes, man.
You know, the one thing about you, bro, is you're not predictable.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
I never want to let people see.
It's a good and a bad thing. I'll tell you why. Because sometimes, like, when somebody became a Death Row fan, like I don't know, Snoop, you kind of expected a certain sound.
Yes.
Tupac fans expected a certain sound.
Mm-hmm.
With Tech 9, man,
yeah, it was.
You could pick up something from like 5 years ago, and you're like, you gotta look at the cover again. Is this the same? Then you go back 10 years, it's somebody else. So, does that help you or hinder you in getting bigger and a bigger fan base?
Well, me being three-dimensional, you know what I'm saying? Me being the king, the clown, and the G, people gravitate toward what level they like the best. Okay. So, you know, the gangsters don't want to hear the rock shit. You know what I'm saying? The rock listeners don't want to hear the gangster shit. You know what I mean? The party motherfuckers don't want to hear the heartfelt shit. You know what I mean? So there's always been a fight. You know what I mean? But it's helped me survive all these years. It ain't like we playing Soul Searching and Big Bad Wolf and I've been gone for years, you know what I'm saying? Stop rapping and I'm just on the Wake Up Show. We still going up and we still creating new music and we can still look back on that and say, that was dope. We was representing B-boys and DJs back then too, you know what I'm saying? Which makes now even more better. Right.
And I see, and it's rare that we get somebody at your caliber. And what I mean by that is, to me, you're in the top 10 MC conversation of all time alive right now, right?
Thank you.
Okay, for sure. And I can't get most of the top 10s to come up here because they get a little, you know, we gonna have to make them bust. Okay. They don't want to do that, right? Yeah. And then I ask them real questions, you know. And for me, I gotta ask you because a lot of young kids that are rhyming, I see videos of people you in different rooms and everybody's like, oh my God, it's taking. They start double timing for you and you're like, yeah, you know, I've seen those videos.
Yes.
But young artists coming up right now, they also gotta know the downsides of being a megastar, right? Because all we see on TV, we used to be, I want to be like that guy, I want to be like that guy.
They don't know how much work it takes.
How much sacrifices have you made in the past 20 years to become top 10? And I don't mean just lyrically, you know what I mean? Because it's the reason I talked about it one other time was he was saying that 25% is talent. 75% is hard work, like getting up and actually knowing that you got to get up at 6 a.m. and be somewhere by 7:30, and then you got to sign 1,000 autographs by 9:30, and then you can't front on nobody, you can't spit on nobody, you can't act angry, you got
to be on at all times.
At all times,
you miss time with your children, and over time, your children start feeling a way that you're gone all the time, trying to make money for them. You know what I'm sizzling through your fans. You know what I mean? Touring all the time, being in 5 places at one time. You know what I mean?
And I'm sure you love your children just like everybody else loves their kids, right?
Yes, totally.
So does that hit you at some point? That you're sitting in a hotel room writing rhymes or you know, doing, you know, entertaining 10,000 people, but there's one kid that's like, man, where's my dad?
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I've been dealing with that my whole career. My kids are grown now, 18, 22 and 23, so but it's still, you know what I'm saying, that divide, because you sacrifice all that time. You miss birthdays, you know what I'm saying? You miss graduations.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? You could never be forgiven for missing a graduation. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to play a show of 10,000 people at Red Rock. You're thinking about that while you're on stage. Like, damn, man.
Has that ever made you fumble in a rhyme?
Yes.
Like,
yes, I've fumbled before with my mind on other things, yes. You know what I mean?
How did you recover?
You have to be a pro and come back. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a pro. You know what I'm saying? The music is going. And
did you stop the music and just say, man?
No. You can't stop the music. The show must go on. You got to pick it back up. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to do. But, you know, after you've done it so many years, you know what I mean?
Right.
You become seasoned. But it's a lot of sacrifices that come with it. The talent is one thing, man. But the business and you having to be everywhere, you know what I mean? It's like you really have to grind, man. We were all over the world, man. Like when we first did our first show in San Diego, 7 people, dude. You know what I'm saying?
7 people?
Yeah.
That was your first show?
Yeah, 7 people. Now we've been selling out the House of Blues there for years now. You know.
What's your biggest crowd that shocked you when you in another country or maybe somewhere you was at that you was like, what the?
Copenhagen, Denmark. You know what I'm saying? We played Roskilde Festival, and we had a tent that fit 10,000 when we first went over there. And I'm like, man, nobody don't know us over here. It's only gonna be like 10 people. Maybe we go out there. Man, the whole 10,000 was filled, and there was people outside of it. It was like 12 to 11,000. I mean, 12 to like 13,000 people out there. You know what I mean? For Tech N9ne. And when we came back the next time, it was like 25,000 people with signs, Tech N9ne. And then we came back and did it with LOC, and it was 60,000 people. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. Wow. But the biggest show I've done in my whole entire career just happened recently, a couple years ago, in my hometown of KC, MO. It was Rockfest. I did it for 70,000 people, and before I did it on YouTube, people were saying, "Why is he gonna be at Rockfest? This is not Rockfest. This is not Rap Fest. This is Rockfest." You know, they say he does not belong here. He's gonna bring gangbangers there. He's gonna bring da 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 there.
So what happened?
So I had a chip on my shoulder, and when I got out on the stage, man, I took it from everybody. And you can ask anybody. You can ask Papa Roach. He was right there watching. You can ask Seven Dust. They were up there watching. You can ask Rob Zombie. He was back there watching. They were like, man, that's hard to go on after him, man. You know, I had my band with me. And after the Rockfest, 70,000 people in Kansas City, Missouri, I looked at the YouTube comments, and I'm like, what everybody was saying then was, we see why he belonged there. And now they're asking me to come back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I add something about Kansas City? So in Albuquerque, I saw him sold out show in Albuquerque. Every kid there had a Kansas City hat on.
Yeah.
Every kid there was chanting, KC-Mo.
All over the world.
Whoa. As a guy from Kansas City, to see another city repping your city. I thought, weird. I asked kids, I asked a kid with a KC hat on, you from KC? No, bro, I just like Tech N9ne. I'm just wearing the KC hat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm talking about even like rival football territory, like in Oakland or something. You know what I'm saying? They say KC Moro. You know, even in Denver, Denver is big for Tech N9ne. You know what I'm saying? We sell out Red Rocks all the time.
Hey, man, let's play another joint. Legendary Tech N9ne, the homie. Brother from another mother. I always say it,
brother from another mother,
Let me shake your hand one last time.
Yes, sir.
Get you rhyme, brother. Get ready. World famous wake up show. Rev, let's get into another joint, man.